Roman Reigns is never dropping the WWE Undisputed Championship, and you could take that to the bank. I'm your boy Ango, and guys, I'm just gonna shoot straight with you. I don't think WWE is going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it at WrestleMania 40. I don't think they're going to do it at WrestleMania 41. I think WWE has a lot of money coming in right now, and a lot of that is thanks to Roman Reigns and the Bloodline storyline. But I'm going to have to be very, very honest with you, because this plan could very well backfire on WWE, and I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, but I want to give you a couple quick thoughts about this, because I feel like I've been wrong. And for a while, I said, look, Cody Rhodes defeating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, it makes a lot of sense. But when you look at the money that Roman Reigns is bringing into the WWE and the level of interest, I think WWE has a lot of great things going on right now. And if they can prolong this in a way where they are successful, they will keep the belt on Roman Reigns. Now, how can this backfire on WWE? I will get to that in just a second, but I want to let you know, first and foremost, there is a solution to this, and that is the World Heavyweight Championship belt. And we're already seeing Seth Rollins defend the belt. He's doing a lot of great things with this belt already, and it definitely seems like it could very well be on the same level as the Undisputed Championship because of the consistency and the way that it's booked and constantly being defended. Now, with Roman Reigns, though, I got to put it out there, I like the guy. His character is great. The Bloodline storyline has been magical in the last 2.5 years. WWE has really committed to the long-term vision of this version of Roman Reigns, and it is my favorite storyline of all time. I know some people will disagree and not like my opinion on that, but it's my opinion, and I stand very firm on it, that this has become a very enjoyable storyline for me to watch, dissect, and commentate on as it happens in real time. But how can this backfire on WWE? Well, it's no secret that WWE is making an incredibly big amount of money, and Roman Reigns is absolutely a draw. And the thing is, if you're WWE and you're constantly making money and you're constantly receiving that huge interest in Roman Reigns and people are invested in this, it would be very foolish to stop that at a time when you don't need to actually stop that. And this is why WWE as a company really needs to focus on individual shows' success. It's very important that NXT is popular. It is very important that Raw is popular, and it is very important that SmackDown is popular, just as it is important that they are creating stars amongst all three shows while Roman Reigns is still at the very top. And this is why it could get tricky, because the longer that you keep the storyline and the title reign going, the more that people could potentially not benefit from it. Or WWE continues a way to stretch out the storylines and create new storylines for Roman Reigns at the top of the bloodline, because I always believed that there were two chapters to the story, which was the rise of the bloodline and the fall of the bloodline. And when Roman Reigns doesn't have the Usos, then eventually he's going to lose Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. And when that happens, how do they go about it? How do they do something with Roman Reigns after the bloodline has completely fallen? And I think that's where I've been wrong. I think WWE is going to stretch out the fall of the bloodline, and then it will enter a new chapter. And that is where we potentially see The Rock getting involved and other members of the Anoa'i family. But I think most importantly, it's important that WWE truly has a vision here, because the long-term storytelling is working for WWE. It's not based on opinions, right? Opinions are subjective. People are going to have their own thoughts and what they like and dislike. But statistically, when you're looking at the analytics right now, WWE's business is completely surging. And therefore, if that's going to remain the case, WWE would be stupid to pull the bloodline away. It would be stupid to bury Roman Reigns. And this is why it's actually a good thing that Roman Reigns is not constantly on TV, because it does buy WWE more time while also making Roman Reigns feel more like a special attraction. So what is WWE going to do after the bloodline falls? And that right there is the big question, because if they don't have it planned out, if they don't have an idea of what they can do with Roman Reigns, then ultimately people will become less interested. They have maintained a lot of interest over the last 2.5 years because it has progressively gotten better, but every story must end, and how this one ends will be the ultimate determination as to whether or not Roman Reigns should win and keep winning, or lose and drop the belt. I think WWE having Roman Reigns lose the bloodline and still winning matches could eventually be the thing that helps save the day. But of course, I'd have that concern that things can get ugly really soon. So what is WWE going to do here? That's the real question. Roman Reigns never dropping the belt. That sounds like a really crazy statement, but I'm just starting to really get the idea that WWE looks at the money, they're counting the cash, they're smelling the money, and they've realized that they want it all. And they're going to have to figure it out. It is going to be incredibly challenging, but we'll see what happens. I understand a lot of people may not like this, but I'm trying to keep an open mind for myself as a fan that there is a lot of potential with this, and I want to see what happens next.